didn't go to plan this weekend in the Championship, as all three teams that were relegated from the Premier League lost on the opening day. We've got to talk about that and much more next. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match day number 2 in 2018. That's right, folks, back once again with another prediction video. This time we're taking a look at match day 2 in the 2019-2020 Championship season. And we'll get to that in just 1 second, folks. If you're new to the channel, smash your subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, world football related. We're all here. Under one brewski. That's right, folks. So, yes, match day number 1 in the Championship. And it was a bit of a mess. So for me, it was a completely and utter disaster, prediction-wise. And I'll show you in just a second. But I think it's more of a nightmare for those relegated Premier League teams, as they just found out just how hard this division can be. Now, obviously, let's not get ahead of ourselves. It is only match day 1, and I felt it right in the heart myself with Blackburn Rovers. We can bounce back. We can all bounce back. Fulham can bounce back. Cardiff and Huddersfield can also bounce back. So let's get cracking. And first and foremost, take a little look at what I've got for you here, folks. A quick recap of the scores this weekend. So Luton and Middlesbrough duked down for a 6-goal thriller, 3-3. So opening day point for Luton against the odds. Barnsley coming out on top as well with a 1-0 victory over Rovers' opponents this weekend, Fulham. So 1-0 win at Oakwell. Obviously, there's a bit of a shambles for Rovers at Ewell Park. 2-1 loss to Charlton. We'll talk about, no, we won't talk. I'll talk about that in separate videos, folks. Brentford lost to Birmingham at home. Millwall picked up a massive victory early doors against Preston North End. Reading also lost as well to Sheffield Wednesday. One of my tips for the drop. Yep. Stoke City lost at home as well. I've been praising their defence all summer, and they lost to a QPR team that's a brand new identity at the moment. Swansea picking up a victory though, 2-1 at home, so Coops got off to a fantastic start. Wigan with a 5-goal thriller over Cardiff City as well at the DW. Nottingham Forest stumbled to West Brom. Leeds smashed 3 goals past Bristol City. And on their Monday Night Football, right here, right now, hot off the press, 2-1 victory for Derby. Tom Lawrence ripping them apart at Huddersfield. So that was last weekend's results. And here they are here in all their glory. And here are my predictions. Well, as you can see, I started off okay with a 2-2 draw for Luton up against Middlesbrough. So I give myself a half smiley face for that one. Same can be applied for Barnsley up against Fulham. I got the right result. Ultimately, a Barnsley victory, 2-1. So also give myself a bit of a smiley face. And this is when it all goes sour, folks. Rovers against Charlton. I went for a 2-0 victory. Got that one wrong. Brentford 3 up against Birmingham. Birmingham's 0. That was wrong as well. Millwall's draw against Preston. That also is considered as a fail. Reading's loss against Sheffield Wednesday. I did get the right result in a way to that point, so a half a smiley face there. I did go for Stoke. That was horrific. I did get this one bang on the nose. Swansea City up against Hull City. Wigan against Cardiff. I went with the draw. That was wrong as well. Nottingham Forest to beat West Brom. Got that one wrong as well. Bristol City. It was just a calamity back end of it. But hey, I am the prediction king. Obviously, match day 1, a shambles. We're just trying to find our feet a little bit. There's always results like this that kind of cause all kind of problems. So, that's just how I got on. What about you guys, the viewers at home? Yes, that's right. Lewis Stubbs, he was the guest support for Charlton this week, past weekend, as Rovers took on Charlton. He had, an okay sort of prediction thing. He's got the draw for Luton and Middlesbrough. Not necessarily all the goals. He also picked up, what else? Swansea's victory. He also picked up Derby's victory. He also picked up West Brom's 2-1 victory. He got that bang on the nose. What else did he see? And that's pretty much it. And he also actually went for, he didn't back Charlton, which is surprising. The football nerd also got the draw between Luton and Middlesbrough. Day 1. Always a surprise on day 1. Luna even was in on that action. The football nerd also picked up, Swansea's victory, picked up, this guy had a complete nightmare, really. So the football nerd, a big fat 0 for him. Meanwhile, Daddy, he went for Borough, got that wrong. Went for Fulham, got that wrong. Went for Rovers, got that one wrong. Brentford, wrong. Millwall, Preston, wrong. He went for Wednesday, got a result there. Went for Leeds, got that one pretty much close to the money. and he went for West Brom. So he made a bit of a sort of picked his predictions up around towards the back end of it. Ben Bamber went for Borough, went for Fulham, went for Rovers, went for Brentford, went for the draw, went for a draw again, went for QPR, got that one bang on the nose, went for Swansea, got that one bang on the nose, and it all fell a little bit apart here against Cardiff, but he redeemed himself with West Brom, Leeds, and Derby. So Ben Bamber, not too shabby, but this guy completely was nowhere near the money. Middlesbrough wrong, Fulham wrong, Rovers wrong, Brentford wrong, Millwall, Preston wrong, Sheffield Wednesday, yes, to a point. He went for Stoke, he went for Swansea, that was right, Cardiff wrong, the draw wrong, and Huddersfield wrong. So these are my sort of indications for how they did. I think the majority of people did better than me on match day 1, but hey, it's teething problems, isn't it right, Luna? Yeah, Luna's there. She's providing the sound effects for you just to show, yeah, don't worry about it. Chin up, boys, chin up. So let's go take a look at match day 2. In fact, let's have a quick look at the table as it stands going into match day 2. This is it. Sheffield Wednesday, top of the pops. Leeds are second, and it also includes the result for Huddersfield. Hot for the press. Huddersfield are in 19th. Derby up to 7th. So that's as it stands. Quick look at the games now this weekend, match day number 2. Now again, folks, get your own predictions in your comment section down below so you can feature next weekend when we revisit match day 2 and take a look at match day 3. So get your predictions in. I'll copy paste the fixture list in the description and in the comments, so it makes it nice and easy for you. You just need to put in your own scoreline. So here we go. Now these games will be taking place, majority if not all of them, on Saturday the 10th of August. Kicking it all off, it will be Leeds up against Nottingham Forest. Now these guys have played each other around about 100 times, give or take. 31 victories for Leeds, 34 for Forest, and 34 the draw. The bookmaker has this in favour of Leeds, 2-1 on, 3-1 the draw, 6-1 for Forest. For me, I am actually going to go with a 3-0 comfortable victory for Leeds to give themselves a perfect start to the season. Meanwhile, over to the later kickoffs, or the normal kickoffs, 3 o'clock kickoffs. Birmingham up against Bristol City, the battle of the Bees. They've played each other. It's quite an interesting stat here. 46 wins for Birmingham, 46 wins for Bristol City, 33 the draw. So they cannot be separated in the form book. As for the bookies, though, they go 64 for Birmingham, 19-10 for Bristol City, 21-10 the draw. For me, obviously, Bristol City, I've tipped them to do very well, but they've not started very well, obviously, with a bit of a spanking by Leeds. Birmingham, on the flip side, get themselves a good win. Last time out, can they double up here? I think this is one too tough to call here. If Birmingham can get themselves a second win on the spin, you never know. They could be a force to be reckoned with after all, despite a bit of a shambles in the pre-season when they get rid of their manager and Gary Monk and all that kind of good stuff. Anyway, move on to Wales. Cardiff up against New Boys Luton. Now, these boys have duked it out a few times. Let's have a look at the stat if I can find it. So they played each other, 18 victories for Cardiff, 22 for Luton, 17 the draw. The bookmakers have it, obviously, in favour of the hosts, 8-11. 13-5 the draw, 15-4 for Luton. Obviously, Luton opening up with a point. It's 1 point better off than Cardiff as it stands. Now, home form is a completely separate beast. And I sure hope Cardiff have got the shooting boots on this Saturday. So I'm going with a 2-0 win, clean sheet as well. Luton will come back in, bounce back to earth after this game. Charlton, obviously victorious last time out at Ewer Park, an away days victory for them. But they bring it over to the Valley this weekend up against Stoke, who started off the season as well with a defeat. Now the form book between these two sides goes a little like this. Again, trying to find it. Where are you? 24 victories for Charlton, 26 for Stoke, and we got 12 draws over the years. The bookmakers do have this in favour of Stoke, 9-4 for Charlton, 6-5 for Stoke, 9-4 the draw as well. For me, I'm actually going with Charlton on this one. I know they did pick up the victory on the weekend against Rovers. They didn't play particularly great, but when it comes back down to home form, I think they'll get the better of a rugged Stoke, a rusty Stoke, who just need a couple of games to get into the thick of things. So 2-1 final score for Charlton. Derby County, obviously, on the Monday Night Football, beating Huddersfield quite convincingly in the end, taking on Swansea City this time out. Now, the form book between these two sides goes like this. 16 victories for Derby, 19 for Swansea, 7 the draw. The bookmakers do have this in favour of Derby, 21-20, 12-5 the draw, and 13-5 the victory for Swansea away from home. Impressed with Derby so far. Koku has got them working nicely, looking a threat already. Again, in my prediction for the season, I have them doing very well, and I can see them getting another win here, a 2-0 win at Pride Park. Fulham up against Blackburn Rovers. Now, I should have learnt this the hard way before. Never back Blackburn Rovers, whatever it is. So, I'm not doing it. This time out, they take on Fulham. 38 wins for Rovers, 28 wins for Fulham, 25 the draw over the years. The bookmakers do go with Fulham on this one, 3-4 in favour of Fulham. 7-2 Blackburn, long shots, 11-4 the draw. I'm going with a 2-1 win for Fulham. Obviously, not great for Rovers. If we can get ourselves a point or something, I'm sure the Rovers fans will be delighted after a really shambolic display against Charlton last time out. Hull will take on Reading this weekend as well. Now, the form up between these two is also pretty close. 17 wins for Hull, 18 for Reading, 18 draws over the years. The bookmakers have this in favour of Hull, evens for the home victory. 11-4 for Reading, 12-5 will be the draw if you want to go there. Now, what's going to happen this week in the transfer window? Jared Bowen with Hull, will he stick around? If they do, they're going to be a separate beast, a separate entity, something completely different, because he does provide goals and a threat. And again, will he stick it out for the whole season, or will he just be here till January? So it's going to be a very, very interesting situation for Hull over the next couple of days. What's going to happen with Reading as well? Are they going to improve? Been very quiet in the transfer market so far. But yeah, so for me, I've actually gone on this one. Well, I think I've gone for the home victory. I have a 2-0 victory for Hull, so Grant McCann can get himself his first victory as gaffer. Meanwhile, Middlesbrough taking on Brentford. Obviously, Borough opened up with a 6-goal thriller up against Luton. Can they get themselves their first points on the board now? Looking on the horizon, Rovers are taking on Borough the week after this. So I'll be keeping an eye on it myself to see how they respond to that 3-3 draw. Now, over the years, the two sides have duked it out. 30, where are we? I haven't done this one yet. 7 victories for... No, I have 8 victories for Brentford, 14 victories for Middlesbrough, 5 the draw. The bookmakers go with Middlesbrough on this one, 13-10 for Borough, 2-1 for Brentford away from home, 12-5 the draw. Obviously, Brentford spending big, bringing in some defensive reinforcements in David Ryan, Pontus Janssen. It's not worked out for them so far. Up against the Middlesbrough side, who did score 3, but they also conceded 3 as well, a late equaliser. So it's a difficult one, but I'm going to go with Middlesbrough on this one. They started off nicely, and if they can get the wheels turning quickly, they could be a force to be reckoned with this season. So 3-1 for Borough. North End up against Wigan. It is a derby of such up in the northwest. Preston have won over Wigan a few times. If I could just scroll down a pinch. 18 victories for North End, 15 wins for Wigan, 14 the draw over the years. The bookmakers do go with Preston on this one. 11-10 the home victory. 5-2 long shots for Wigan, 12-5 the draw. Remember, Wigan opened up with a victory. Preston also turned up with a defeat. This is where they need to dig their heels in. Obviously, Wigan winning at home, Preston losing on the road. Will Deepdale be a fortress, or will they get unstuck on match day 2? Preston not being that active in the transfer market, despite picking up a bit of cash through Robinson. Is it Callum Robinson? Big money signing for Sheffield United, who've moved to the Premier League. They did bring in Andre Green, and they also brought in Tom Ellis as well quite recently to boost their ranks a little bit. But it's been a little bit toothless all in all, but they still got a lot of quality. Obviously, we found out the hard way last season. As for Wigan, looking for a striker, it looks like. Not sure if they're going to get it. Yeah, their home form this season will be crucial to the survival. For me, for the Northwest Crunch Clash, I'm actually going with Deepdale, the Nobbers, 2-1 victory at home. Meanwhile, QPR will take on Huddersfield this weekend. QPR obviously open up with a fantastic win. Huddersfield open up with a bit of a shambolic draw. 12 victories for Huddersfield over the years, 13-4 QPR, 8 draws all in all. The bookmakers are going with... It looks like they're going with QPR on this one. 6-4 for the home team. 9-5 for Huddersfield. 9-4 the draw. So, yeah, it is a tight one to call, this one. Obviously, quite surprised with QPR's performance in the opening game. Heigl getting himself up and running. That's what you want to do if you're a striker. Gallagher, if you're watching, get yourself your first goal. Get off the mark and start knocking them in for fun. Because if you can get a second one, 2-2, you never know. He could be up there in the pecking order coming the end of the season. As for Huddersfield, what's going on with them bad boys? What's going on with Aaron Moyes? He's sticking around for the long haul again. again, busy few days in the transfer window up ahead. I'll be very happy to see where Aaron Moy ends up if he sticks around with Huddersfield for the long haul. I have actually gone with a 2-2 draw on this one. I think Huddersfield will bounce back a little bit. QPR will be happy to remain unbeaten into the season. So 2-2 draw. Sheffield Wednesday, obviously top of the pops as it stands. Barnsley also in there with a victory as well. Bit of a Yorkshire affair, this one. 22 victories for Barnsley over the years, 35 for Sheffield Wednesday, 16 draws between them. The bookmakers are going with the Owls, 11-10, 5-2 the long shots is Barnsley, 9-4 is the draw. What we got for you here? Yeah, Sheffield Wednesday, obviously. Do they have a manager? I have no idea if it's that caretaker, if he's been confirmed. I think if he wins this one, his job is his. Transfer-wise, they're under a bit of a soft embargo, so I don't think much will go on. Lucas João did score. He might stick around. He might go out on loan. Something like that. Yeah. Luna is chill. She's Yep. Uh-huh. All right. Yep. Yep. So Luna, cool it. So Luna doesn't like, for whatever reason, Sheffield Wednesday. I think that's what our beef is. She wants me to go with Barnsley, but I'm not. I'm actually going against the grain here. Going with the Owls, 2-1 victory. I expect them to remain top of the pops, and unbeaten and 100% record for the Owls, despite me predicting that them will go down. And wrapping it up, West Brom up against Millwall. It is not a late kickoff, it's just a usual kickoff, 3 o'clock, according to my stats here anyway. Obviously, West Brom opening up with a victory. Millwall opening up with a victory as well. Something's gonna give this Saturday. The record between the two sides, 17 victories for Millwall, 14 for West Brom. 9 draws over the years. 7-10 West Brom, red hot favourites. 7-2 the long shots Millwall. 3-1 the draw. Realistically, it's a stone cold home win, isn't it? At the Hawthorns, you can't bat against Slaven Bilic and co. at the moment. So we're going to go with a home victory on this one. And if all these results come trickling in just like this is what the league will look like at the end of match day 2. Rovers will be in a bit of shit. We'll be in the 20th spot, a couple spots over the drop zone, but we'll be up ahead of Brentford, Stoke, Forest and Reading. Up at the top will be Leeds, Sheffield Wednesday, West Brom, Derby, Charlton, all there with 100% records, and a couple other teams not far behind, folks. So yes, while I still have you, make sure you stick your own predictions in your comment section down below so you can see if you can out-predict the prediction king, that is me. And also let you know that I will be doing these predictions in the future come September live right here on the channel alongside Champions League and Premier League predictions. I'll be doing those also live. I think I'm shooting for a Monday launch on these things, so obviously sometimes there'll be 2 match days during the week and I'll have to juggle that around a bit, but in all honesty, it should be a Monday show, live show. So put that in your calendars, folks. And speaking of calendars, also stick Saturdays down on your calendars. Over on Twitch, we'll be doing live watch-alongs for watching Blackburn Rovers lose. Obviously, shit start to the season so far. Hopefully, we can bounce back this weekend against Fulham in some regard. So yeah, get stuck into that. Link to my Twitch is in the description down below. And also, if you are still there, it's just about to launch the Premier League this weekend. So get yourselves involved with the Fantasy Premier League on the channel. I've got cash prizes coming out every month, and also I will be giving out a grand prize at the end. Loads of Wonga, boys and girls. Well, just a little bit of Wonga. And that, my friends, is all I have for you. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, smash the thumbs up. If you do, smash the subscribe. New videos coming out every single day here on the channel, boys and girls. And I am trying to predict each and every one of the games of the championship. So far, not great. But we'll go again this weekend, and hopefully I'll get a better success rate than I did last weekend, and hopefully you guys can join in too. Anyway, I'm going to let you get out of here. What do you think is going to happen as well? Do you think Fulham will oust Rovers? Do you think Birmingham will get back-to-back victories up against Bristol? What about Leeds? Can they continue their impressive start to the season with a double 6-pointer up against Forest? And the Owls, can they remain on top? All that to be answered in a week's time. Ciao for now. Thanks again for watching. Please like, share, and most importantly, hit the subscribe button to keep you bang up to date with all things Blackburn Rovers related, Championship related, football related. We've got it all covered right under one roof. And while I still have you, please be sure to check out some of the old videos scattered along here. I hope.